Hello, I am Stephen. I'm the owner of In-House Fabrication. We are located in Brisbane, in Australia. I thought I'd jump on here and just do a quick rundown of our D40 drift car / track car that we built. Just give you a few details, as we have had a lot of questions come in about it over the last 7 years that we built it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I want to do more videos like this, so let's get to it. Alright, we'll start off with the suspension side of things. So we have BC Gold coilovers, GK Tech version 3 knuckles, have some custom steering rods done. These are Hilux factory lower arms, merged to S14 lower control arm to run the GK Tech ball joint. We also have R33 GTST calipers, so they're 298mm, and you have the 4-pot R33 caliper. Obviously we've got to run a spacer to fit our rims to pass our caliper, but there's no dramas. Still run the factory box. All this fab work was done by Peter at K's Fabrication down the Gold Coast. It also gets merged into the cage through there, so that's all one piece. And then these lines were done custom for me from just a mobile hydraulic line guy. Alright, front wheels. These are our trailer tyres. For an airbag trailer, we cannot fit it on the trailer without running those wheels. These are a 17x9 plus 35 offset. These are an 18x10, 0 offset. So it makes it far too wide for the airbag trailer. A normal trailer is fine. It's just you got to allow for all the airbags and stuff like that, so it makes it too narrow, unfortunately. Rim and tyre package for racing. We have these work rims. Can't remember the exact name of them. They're an 18x10, 0 offset. We're running Bridgestone RE003s. Great tyre. Run these at about 23 psi on the front when you start racing. Here's the car. So started off with a D40 body and a Hilux chassis. Basically got the whole rear clip in the back end from about here, redesigned, and from there back was extended 350mm to keep the same length as the D40 because they're that much longer. The front had to be widened about 140mm either side. So quite a bit wider and quite a bit longer. The D40 has a massive engine bay, which is great. Allowed us to basically cut the inner wheel wells out to run all this, and then chuck the dirty L98 into it. The L98 has had a full freshen up, rings, pistons, bearings, everything. Had a few issues with it, getting it all started up, but that's the project for you. Just an alloy radiator off eBay, just an old cheapy one. And then the fans are Spal, which do about 3000 CFM. It keeps it nice and cool. Factory injectors, factory coil packs, factory plugs, factory leads. Pretty much everything's factory. Fuel system, we had a deadhead system, so it never used to have a return line. Had a few issues, and then ended up just running a whole new one. And come down the back. And we have a fuel filter down there from Stealth. Comes up, everything's dash 8. We made this tank probably 6 years ago. One of the first things that we did as soon as we did the chassis. Turbo Smart fuel pressure regulator to, if we were to eventually go turbo, it would suffice, but don't know if we ever will. Alright, while we're in the tub, I thought I might show you the rear end. So we made all the bar work, pulled it all back to the cross member so it's nice and strong. QA1 coilovers with custom brackets. In this we're actually running the factory Hilux diff, and then created all the the triangulated 4-link rear end. Had all custom braided lines done, all the wiring front to back was custom. That's our brake bias valve there, so we can either have 60% braking to the rear or 100% braking to the rear. At the moment we just run 60%. There's no point running more than that. It's just far too light, and it already locks up now. We do have to change the upper angles of the triangulated 4-link so that they're lifted up in the front, just because it gets a little bit of axle tramp. The rear brakes, we run R31 calipers and rotors, so that helps. That brakes nice and well. And in the rear wheels we run a 16 by 10 neg 30, just to get it out close enough to the side of the tub, and even still it's just not enough. These tubs are just too wide. We made this wing for it, more of an aesthetic thing. It doesn't, that I know of, do anything. Fold it all up in the workshop and then got it powder coated. We actually saw it done on another ute at Power Cruise in Queensland and thought it looked really good. And then we thought we'd make up a little drag style rear, fix it off down to the tub. All this is damage from the last Mad Mike drift event that we went to. And then same with that. Punch that in, smash the light, so we just pulled it back out. I have another tub sitting out there that I'll get ready for it soon. Inside the back there's not much, it's all roll cage. Try and keep as safe as possible. Rear tray for the battery. And then obviously all the harnesses are connected to the roll cage. She's a bit messy in here at the moment, in the middle of doing a bit of rewiring. We have a IQ3 Haltech dash connected to the Haltech Elite 2000, and then all full loom and the key. Turn it on. Nice and easy, nothing crazy. Sheet metal interior for the doors. Bit of pinch weld so that you can't cut yourself or anyone that tries to get in. Just change the exhaust on it. Put a dual 3-inch, one either side. It has 2 mufflers in it, cross-pipe. Sounds really good now. And it normally has 2 bucket seats in it, but obviously I'm in the middle of cleaning it all up. So, and the dash usually goes all the way there, the factory dash, and it has an alloy section over there that goes on it. The last tune on this was done by Phantom Performance Parts. We're not actually sponsored by anybody. We've paid for everything pretty much the whole time, so this is more of a shout out to him as he fixed a lot of issues at the start after the first tuner had it. Custom extractors, so these are 4:1, all made by us, not tune length. That's a wrap. Thank you for taking time to watch the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, I'm sure I can answer it in the comments. We're going to be doing a lot more DIY videos, so on how we do things around the shop. And more track videos and everything, just loading up the car, sending it out there, sending it around the track, packing up, putting it back in the shed, everything. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there.